Hey guys, welcome back to another Should You Summon, and this weekend is so much more exciting than the last because we have a lot of things happening, actually, including the new hero, Malvira, which you could watch my video on it. You know, I uploaded a video a couple days ago if you want. But basically, I think she's pretty damn good, so I'm very excited for her, and I will be pulling for her, and I'll explain why in a second. But we're also having another Ghan banner, which is really good, but still something to keep an eye out, which I'll explain why once again. And then we also have, I think this is St. Patrick's Day type of thing. We're getting a Sadie skin, and we should be getting a couple other events right here, which is pretty cool. So, very exciting weekend when it comes to stuff that's not including an update, right? So, I'm excited, and I will, by the way, be doing viewer polls. So if you would like to sign up, it will be in the description down below if you're interested. But anyways, let's just get right into it. So to start off immediately, 2x banners, generally you don't want to pull in these unless you're in like the first month of the game. You can get something good, but at the end of the day, the pool is somewhat large and you're not really going to be getting something good on average compared to 15x's. 15x's are still better, in my opinion, and I do recommend pulling for specific units if you have, enough units to go by with. Moving on, we have Malvira Sadie. Now, Malvira Sadie is a little disappointing because I think Sadie is not very good. She's very niche, and she's good, but not for that many things. She's good in Gear Raid 2. She can cheese the boss a little bit, although it's not really a strategy I would recommend. Then you could use her in Healer Codex. You could use her in Guild Boss 2 if you do not have Carnelian and you need the survivability. But that's just kind of her main area, right? That's kind of all you're going to be using her for. She might be really good in Abyss 1 when that comes out. So keep that in mind that she might actually be really good. So if you do not have her and you do not have Carnelian, I would try to pick her up purely because of Abyss 1. She's great. The main reason you use her is because in her ultimate, allies in range take less damage, and it's some of the best damage reduction in the game. Excuse me, and it's really good. Malvira, on the other hand, is the first ever actual damage dealing tank. I mean, Ghan does some damage, but it's not as much as Malvira does. Malvira has a lot going for her, and she's pretty cool. She has 2 tile range. She has a pull. She has extra block. She has shield. She has unyielding that refreshes. She has damage reduction, more damage reduction. She can heal herself. She's really good. I think she will be meta in a lot of areas. Tank Codex, full meta. She's really good. She's going to be full meta in Gear Dungeon 1. She'll probably be the best tank there that isn't a Northern Lord. She'll probably be very meta in GVG. I don't know if she'll be the best tank, but she will be a very, very, very good tank. And that's not even including the fact that she does real damage. It's not exceptional damage, but it is real damage. She's super fun to use, and she's really exciting, and I'm very high on her. Though I can still acknowledge that she's not going to break the game. She's not the best unit ever. So she's not exactly a must pull. If you do not need her, you already have a Brokir, a Cyrus, a Torador, a Ghan, Regulus, Awakened. You probably don't need to pull for her. But she is a lot of fun. And if you care about endgame content like Guild versus Guild, which I know I've been talking about a lot, but it's my favorite content, then she's like pretty solid. And I would recommend you pull for her because inevitably she will shine somewhere that you're going to need her because she's just that strong. Even if she's not the best, she's getting there and she's close to the point where I would take her. I would pull her if I were you guys, and I will be pulling for her this weekend. But once again, she's not a must pull. You are not breaking your account by not pulling for her. At the end of the day, tanks have a lot less impact than other heroes like damage dealers, especially the earlier you are in the game. So you want to focus on something like an Eloin for support because she's the best hero in the game. Aim for a Silas, Vierna combo, Hex, Comet, whatever. If you're earlier on and you don't have all these heroes already, you want to aim for those. You don't really want to aim for a tank that's just really good. That's my 2 cents on Malvira. She's good, but she's not needed. Moving on though to the ancient summons. This one's a little weird because I think Ardea is one of the best ancient exclusive legendaries that is not a lord. The only other one that I think could potentially be considered better is Carnelian, because Carnelian with every new content, especially Abyss 1, she becomes better and better to the point where she's like basically essential for certain things. She's not required, but she's starting to get to the point where she's essential due to like Abyss 1 and stuff. But Ardea is pretty good. Ardea is kind of weird because a lot of the content that she is amazing in, you're not really gonna notice until you like get there. She's great in guild versus guild. She's great in arena. She's actually part of why GVG defenses can work this season, because a lot of them use Ardea in specific positions, and she's really freaking strong. She's also the best unit, or at least like top 3 in Conqueror Codex. These are all like end game applications, right? But even early game, you're gonna get a lot of use out of her in Gear 1. You know, Gear Dungeon 2, you could use her, even though I think Volk is better because of the utility that she brings. At the end of the day, Ardea is just good everywhere. Or, sorry, Ardea is not good everywhere. But the places where she is good, she's game-breakingly broken, and you should go for her. She's debatably the best non-Lord ancient exclusive. She's up there, and she's my most wanted non-Lord in the game right now. She's just that good. But on the other end, we have the Lord, which is Ghan. And Ghan is really good, but he's not like really, really good. You know, I wouldn't even put him in the top 5 Lords in the game. He's decent in GVGs this season. He's actually quite good. And he has some uses in arena, but he's quite outclassed by like Valderon and Ingrid comps or whatever. And then his best area is Conqueror Codex, because he's better than Valderon by far, and Chaotic is the best faction there because of Cerberus and Ardea. I wouldn't really pull on this banner unless you're not near pity. The reason why this is because lords in this game are so important, and the lords that are really good are really good. Like Ingrid is really good. Ymmerit, which I know he's not a lord, but he's coded as a lord for Lord Pity, is really good for endgame stuff. Kratos is really good. Valderon is really good. Cyrus is really good. Yuvar is really good. You know, these are the units that you want to focus on. Torador and even Rygar, I think, is really good. You know, these are all lords that are better than Ghan, right? So if you don't have all of them, you shouldn't pull for Ghan, because you're better off getting one of the better units. You know what I mean? Like, does that make sense? Basically, if you don't have Kratos Ingrid, you must save for Kratos Ingrid. And if you do have both of them, but you don't have Cyrus, Yuvar, Valderon, then you should save for those instead of pulling on a Ghan banner. I would pull if you are nowhere near pity, or at least not very far towards pity, or you just can't resist pulling, which is me. I'm going to pull my ancients, even though I don't have that many. But I do not recommend you guys pull on this banner. That's just my take on ancient banners. Anyways, that's kind of it, I think. I mean, it's late and I kind of want to go to bed. So basically, Malvira is really cool. She's really good. She's not a must pull. You're not going to break your account by not pulling for her. But if you want to pick her up and she looks cool to you, she will be really good in a lot of content. Really, really good. And I do recommend you guys pull for her. But once again, it is up to you. This is not like a Wukong situation where you have to pull. You know, we'll probably get a limited eventually, so you always want to save a couple of pulls for that. You know, Malvira is not a must pick up. Ardea Ghan, I would skip it unless you are nowhere near pity and you need Ardea. That's kind of it, honestly. So yeah, but bye guys. Good luck pulling or something. I don't know. Sign up for the viewer summons, like and subscribe. Whatever. I appreciate y'all, and bye bye. Doesn't signing out.